But Google is not the same thing as wisdom. Google is like an encyclopedia, farmer's almanac at your fingertips. But that's not the same. That's information. Wisdom is a totally different animal. Wisdom is not only application, but it's discernment. It's an upgrade to human. It's an upgrade to the human ideas and stuff we've learned. It's very spiritual. When we have spiritual wisdom, it gives us revelation into our souls, into our purpose, into our destiny, into the designs and how the plans work out in our lives. That's mama wisdom. It's not the same as Google. And then verse 12 at the end, living understanding to devise a plan for your life. I think that when we think of mama wisdom, I don't know about you, but I want to make my ears wide open to mama wisdom talking to me. And I appreciate the individuality that mama wisdom has for each one of us. Dawn is wired up totally different than me. There are things that you can do, Dawn, that I am like, wow, that's astounding. Would have no clue how to do that. Wouldn't even try. But there are things that I can do that I'm wired up inside that are probably different than what you would really resonate with. And mama wisdom is keenly aware. Lucretia's different than me. Diane's different than me. Mrs. Stapleton is different than me. Patsy's different than me. Rachel's different. We're all unique, wonderful. Doesn't mean you're better. Doesn't mean I'm better. You're worse, less than. We're different. And the reason we need mama wisdom is to help us live in the fullness of the design in us. And so when we flip over to verse 13, the question here is, what repels mama wisdom? Are there things that push mama wisdom away? Well, mama wisdom is repelled when there's evil in your life. When we accommodate evil, when we think about it, when we entertain it, when we allow it in our lives. Mama wisdom, at the end of this verse, doesn't like pompous pride nor perverse speech. Pride and perversion repel mama wisdom. And when we're prideful, this is just like flat out fundamental wisdom. It's hard to listen when you think you're the smartest person in the room. Have you ever been around people like that? They know everything. They know everything. So it's hard to listen when you are arrogant and prideful. And maybe that's a place where you're like, whew, that kind of steps on my toes. But mama wisdom says, hey, I want to help you. I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm trying to help you grow and expand so you're not limited in your little boxed-in world of arrogance. That's nice. All right, how about this? Wisdom, mama wisdom, particularly wants to shape and influence leadership. I found that to be very, very curious. When we think about leadership, sometimes we think about politics, right? The governor, the mayor, the city councilman, all that stuff, whatever. But leadership happens in our life across a lot of platforms. People who are teachers, anybody who influences, that's a leadership position. Anybody who has, in fact, and whether you like it or not, the news anchors on TV, they're in leadership because they're influencing. And so mama wisdom wants to shape and influence leaders. And for all of us in the room, all of us online, we are all in a place where we do have some authority and some influence. You influence people. Whether you realize it or not, you do. You influence people when you drive, positively and negatively, right? You influence people on the comments you make with Facebook, Instagram. You influence your family, your kids, your parents, your siblings. And so Mama Wisdom wants to help shape your influence.